Okay, it is, we'll go by the clock up on the wall, 6:03. Let's call the meeting to order. Roll call, sir.
Commissioner Benz.
Present.
Commissioner Irwin is absent. Commissioner Salavia.
Present.
And Commissioner Varadarajan.
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, 3.1, Mayor's presentation to the Open Government Commission.
Where do you guys do this?
You may have to sit or stand, it's up to you.
I'll just stand then. Yes, hi everybody, I'm here.
Hi.
I'd love to call her my sidekick, Natalia, but she can hardly come to many things with me. She's a senior at Gilroy High, so she's gonna be off to college soon. But anyway, yeah, so she's here to learn as much as she can in the time that she has. Thanks for being here. So I am here because, good evening. Like your annual presentation to the council, I'm speaking to three of you, sorry Bryce.
All good.
Yeah, like your annual presentation to the council, I'm trying to get to each of our commissions annually to touch base and to reiterate how much you're valued and appreciated. This year, on April 29th, the city is hosting what Rochelle is calling an historic State of the City address, one in which all of our commissioners will be recognized. I'm asking everybody to come, we'll recognize all the commissioners, and even try to reinstate, at least consistently, certificates of appreciation for the outgoing commissioners. I gotta start somewhere, so I'm gonna start with those who left their office in 2023. But that will all be done at the State of the City, which will be right here, Monday night, April 29th. So putting that out there for everybody. You'll get save the dates and formal invitations. The Open Government Commission was created, you all know this, under Don Gage, when he and the then council believed there should be an avenue for the public to pursue when requesting public records that they were otherwise maybe unable to attain. And you are instrumental in helping to ensure that public records are accessible to the public in accordance with the California Public Records Act. This commission and the city's open government ordinance it was established to support is meant to assure that the people of the city of Gilroy remain in control of the government that they created. You are invaluable in that effort. Thank you all for serving in this super important capacity. I'm sorry that one of you is missing tonight, right? I know you're four. I hope you enjoyed last year's Commissioner Appreciation event. Our new city clerk is going to have big shoes to fill when it comes to that event.
We hope you left notes.
Oh, I thought it was so much fun. And if there's ever anything you feel you could use my help with, please don't hesitate to ask. I hope to see you all at the State of the City on April 29th. If you have any questions, there I am. Otherwise, I'm getting out of your hair.
Okay, we're good.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you,
okay.
Mayor.
Okay, moving on to 3.2, public comments by members of the public on items not on the agenda, but within the commission's subject matter jurisdiction.
At this moment, I don't have any speaker cards, but I do see a member here. I just want to confirm if you would like to speak.
Would you like to speak?
I don't know if I'm just taking notes for the school.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
And we have no.
Maybe bonus points though if you speak.
Then we have no public.
No public comment. We'll close public comment. All right, number 4, selection of the 2024 chairperson and vice chairperson.
At this moment, I can't make any recommendations, but the vote basically is one person from the commission needs to nominate someone to become the chair. After we will do that vote, and then we'll do the vice chair afterwards.
Okay.
I'll make a nomination
Okay.
for Diana Bentz
Okay.
as our chair.
We'll make that as a motion from Commissioner Salavia. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, we have from Commissioner Varadarajan. So I will go ahead and do the roll call. Commissioner Benz,
Yes.
Commissioner Irwin is absent, Commissioner Salavia,
Yes.
and Commissioner Varadarajan.
Yes.
Congratulations, Chair.
This is done every year.
Every year, the first meeting.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Every commission and every committee does this, as required.
So I would like to nominate Shane Somavia for the vice chair.
Okay, that's your motion. By Vince.
One second.
And, okay, Chair Vince.
Yes.
Commissioner Irwin is absent. Commissioner
Yeah.
Salavia
Yes.
and Commissioner Varadarajan.
Yes.
That unanimous. Thank you. We now have a chair and vice chair.
We are no longer vacant. Okay, consent calendar. Do any members of the commission would like to pull any item from the consent calendar? No?
So this is the consent, right? I just want to have that.
The consent calendar is the items specifically just for this item alone. For this time only, it's just the action minutes.
Action minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
The PRA log is not part of the consent calendar.
Okay.
So the idea of the consent calendar is items that are routinely approved with one motion.
Okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't require any discussion whatsoever unless some council commissioner pulls it out.
Okay, got it.
That's the idea.
And on that, I'll make the motion to approve
Okay.
the consent calendar.
Second?
And followed by Vince. I'll do the roll call here. Chair Vince?
Yes,
Thank you.
sorry.
Commissioner Irwin is absent. Vice Chair Sanlavia?
Yes.
Thank you. And Commissioner Varadarajan?
Yeah, aye.
Thank you. Passes
Okay,
unanimously.
moving on to unfinished business. The Open Government Ordinance training video. I know there's been many hiccups with that because we are not in communication with one of the commissioners. Do we need to revamp or?
Yeah, I think I can do like an outline, kind of script, bring it back to the commission, and then at least start moving it forward to production.
Okay.
But yeah, I think a script would be,
Would you like to be involved in that?
I just want to first know what it is, right? I need
I
to.
guess we'll have to wait for the script.
Okay, maybe that's what it is, right? I don't mind being involved, but I don't, fundamentally, I need to know what the roles and responsibility for me is, right? If you
yeah.
Yeah.
help sketch it out, that'll be helpful.
And I think the idea was there was an older video out there,
Okay,
and we're looking at a refresh replacement.
okay.
It wasn't a great quality and, if I recall, wasn't it part of a city meeting?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was very difficult to hear people ask the questions. You could hear the answer, but
Okay.
you didn't necessarily hear the question. So it's just time to redo it.
So before my my tentative departure here, I was working on a orientation that was basically the open training ordinance video.
Mhm.
I have pretty much the PowerPoint presentation ready. I can provide that to
That's
you.
That'd be
huge.
perfect.
And
Yeah, that
we'll-
would be good,
And
yeah.
you can use it from go forward from that point forward.
Oh, that gives us a good
Yeah.
start.
The idea was basically I was going to use this as live Zoom training so that the commissioners who were newly trained can ask me questions and I can answer it at the end of the commission video. But pretty much the whole setup is ready for anyone to utilize if they wanted to do that through Zoom or do they want to actually have it here or whatever the commission decides.
Got it.
How long were you anticipating that one going?
An hour and a half because the orientation
It's a
is a
lot
lot of
of
information to go through. We have to go through about the Brown Act, we have to go through the Open Government Ordinance, we also have to go through the Political Reform Act along with conflict of interest. Because even though this commission does not deal with any conflict of interest, there are other commissions that do. Planning Commission, for example, has to deal with conflict of interest. The Physically Challenged Board of Appeals have to do the conflict of interest, along with the Building Board of Appeals, because of the issue of that, the fact that they are listening to people's appeals on certain properties that could be within
Near
Near
where
their-
they live, right?
house.
How about Parks and Rec? Same sort of situation.
They do not have any conflict of interest.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Deemed in 2022 that they do not have any conflict of interest.
Okay.
There is a certain parameter of how people are considered part of the conflict of interest code, and they did not deem it at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to add that there is a changeover at CMAP, and we could get some time there if we wanted to do like a more high quality film. And in fact, they're asking for videos. They're asking people to submit things about why you like Gilroy, just from their phones. But we should have a chat, maybe.
Sure.
with them.
But, so we're talking about a training video about the Open Government Commission for the commissioners, right? Or is it for everybody?
No, just us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just us,
I
right?
mean, but it can be posted on the website.
Okay, you
Well,
can.
from my understanding, if I remember correctly, the Open Government Ordinance training video is a video that every city employee and commissioner has to
Absolutely.
actually
Right.
watch. So it's not just for this commission, it's for
It's for
anybody
all the
in
Anybody.
boards and commissions,
Yeah,
whatever. So,
anybody.
and it's
Because
about really the ordinance itself is what the intent is. It sounds like the training the orientation that Ty is talking about, they've added on the other components that are essential for commissioners. So
Yes.
I don't know if that's different though than, because
Well, the conflict of interest also applies to staff too.
no, I understand
Yeah.
that. But I'm not sure if the other components of it would apply to every city or every city employee that would be coming
Correct.
on.
I just remember that in that video that was done back in 2009, they still discussed the Brown Act. They still discussed the
Yeah,
Political Reform
I mean,
Act.
that's like the most important
Yeah,
thing
those are
to
the most
understand the
important.
brand.
So again, I can give you the whole thing, and you can make do whatever you want with it
That's
afterwards.
great.
I'll forward it to everyone, and then later Bryce will just be, in the time being, will be the one. Like, if you need any other further communication, just talk to Bryce and CC Jimmy as well.
Okay. All right.
So that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
I'll make sure to give you that information by the end of this week,
Thank you. When is your last day?
next Thursday.
So, anyway, I didn't even know that. Congratulations, wherever
Thank you.
go. I mean,
Congratulations.
It was
again,
not very
Mr.
far,
Bethras.
right?
Union City.
Not far. It's just an hour away from here.
oh, you're going to Union City?
Yes.
Okay.
Their
That's
gain,
awesome.
our
Uh-huh.
loss.
Yeah, okay. As a city manager or what?
Oh no, city clerk.
City clerk.
Yeah, I'm still the city clerk.
Okay. And your replacement is already in, or we don't know? It's in progress.
It's in progress. We'll just say like we're going to have an interim shortly. Let's just say
Okay,
that.
okay.
Back to interims. All right, I'm gonna open public comment. Does anybody member of the public want to speak? Ask questions? Okay, we'll close public comment.
All right.
Moving on to 7.1, quarterly review of public record requests. Per Gilroy Code Section 17A.35, Sub 3, fourth quarter 2023.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is our report for the last quarter for 2023. I just wanted to give you some big highlights. We had over 444 public records requests in total of 2023. And I don't foresee it not stopping for 2024. It's going to probably be a little bit more.
Do you have a comparison to 2022?
I think we were at 393 at 2023.
Oh, that's great. More people know about it then, I guess.
But also more people are submitting public records requests that are kind of redundant at the time too.
Yeah.
So that also is like, it's kind of skewing the numbers as well.
Ah,
Because sometimes they say like they do one request and then later they say, oh, I want it for this category, but it's like you can just say that and we would have been able to take care of it.
so they actually are just like pressing, yeah.
Which kind of skews the numbers. I'm like, no, we don't want that. Just submit one request and then later we will take care of all the other departments. But that happens and we will respond accordingly. But pretty much if anyone has questions regards to the PD log, which was provided in the packet beforehand, but I'm here to answer any questions you have here. I do want to point out there is one pending PRA that unfortunately I'm not able to complete.
Is that 396?
Let me see, it was 396. It's the one from asking for the 13 email addresses.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's 396. You were right. Yes, no, 396. That's actually almost complete by the end of next week, if I remember correctly. I have to confirm with Dean about that.
Okay.
PD is handling that directly. The one I'm referring to is actually in, let's see. Let's see, they came.
407?
407?
407, yep. It wasn't complete here, but you'll see it on this thick one, what they're requesting. Is, if you'll look at it, his request is already 4 pages.
Ambitious.
Oh, yeah.
So as you can see that he's asking 3 years from January 1st, 2023 through December 1st, 2023 from all for incoming emails for all these following email addresses. We, Jolie, our assistant city attorney, has narrowed it down to just to the city council members and from members of the public responding to public comment or anything that they wanted to provide to the council. Right now, that's still ongoing. I just provided the second batch of responsive records to the requester today. That was worth over 1 gig worth of data
How did you transmit?
through OneDrive, OneLink right now. It's a
So you
large
can, it
PDF.
can take large files.
Yes,
So this guy's an attorney?
yes. Supposedly he's the founder of Nextdoor.
Oh.
He's seen a lot of chatter, so he's interested.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The thing about this is that we're not the only city that he has filed a public records request. He has hit all cities in all the 9 Bay Area counties. So all the cities within Santa Clara County, Alameda, San Mateo, I'm sure San Francisco.
San Benito?
No, nothing
No.
from San Benito,
Oh.
but all the way up to Hillsborough too. They've all gotten the same public records request from him.
Oh, interesting.
And the reason being is that you can see in his request is that he's trying to feed data to his new AI program,
In next door?
not the next door. That's his
Okay.
program that he built, but he wants to build a new program that will
Holy moly.
take care of what analyze what are the needs of the citizens.
By looking at the emails and what has come through.
Yes,
So obviously you guys will redact information before giving anything, right?
Correct, we have to.
Confidential.
yes.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
work. Just finding and then redacting.
Right now, IT has compiled the data. It's already 21 gigs worth of data, and that's me just looking at 1 gig right now. I'm providing 1 gig.
Wow.
So it will take some time.
That's
Some
interesting, yeah.
Some cities have said that it will take about 52 years for your public records request to be completed.
I don't think you can say that
Yes, you
legitimately.
can, but you can say you can do it as a rolling basis.
Oh, okay.
So,
Interesting. Maybe the most interesting one you've received, do you think?
yes. But this is the one I was like hoping never to get.
Now, this didn't lead to your exit.
My next city will also have the same. area.
got one too.
So,
What your experience?
Yeah.
so it's just basically like I cannot escape from this PRA. But this is the one that, yes, it's still going to be ongoing, and then most likely in the next Open Government Commission meeting, when you're doing this first quarter of 2024, it will still be pending. It will not be complete yet because it's still going to take a while.
Okay.
Feedback-wise, has the requesters talked about responsiveness or anything? Is he, okay, so,
I mean, right now, they're talking directly to Jolie
Okay.
directly.
Oh.
So she's always going to make sure that we are compliant to what we need to respond to.
Mhm.
So, like, this is no longer like, oh, we can just like willy-nilly, which we never do, but
Right.
this is something that is serious because this could be a potential lawsuit.
If it's not done correctly
Correct.
and thoroughly.
Yes.
Well, and it could be a lawsuit on either side. If some personal information that should have been redacted is not redacted,
Correct.
that could lead to a problem as well.
Yes.
How interesting. All right. Anything else, Ty?
Well, until then, all the other public records requests have been responded to. The one with regards to the police one that hasn't been completed yet, that should have been completed by now. I just didn't ask PD when it was responded, but they should have done it already. So, sometimes a lot of the requests are exempt because of the fact that they are not even public records. They are just like they're internal from between the Santa Clara County's DA's office, and but
Yeah.
they still submitted it.
like
through-
subpoena of records or something like that?
Correct, and it's just like, you don't have to go through the PR, just notify us and we'll
Yeah,
take care of it.
just ask.
So
Yeah.
on the website, there's a separate PRA request. Anything that, right, I'm assuming, how do you get this? It's just any email?
No, so there is a separate system. What we do is like if you want to submit a public records request, you go to our public records system portal,
Okay.
and then where you want to submit, you go to that place. You can also send it through email through City Clerk app or to my email address. Or you can write it in or fax it in. I prefer-
Anyway,
any
Or
way-
drop it off.
Or tell me directly too. I prefer not that
yeah.
because I will lose the information. I want to I want it in writing, so that's why I try to direct folks to the public records portal to put their information.
Put the
in.
information.
Yeah,
So is your interim trained on?
she will be. So let's just say that they will learn the system. And Bryce is also here to also learn the system.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
yeah, it's definitely team approach on the interim period. So
Yeah, because the thing is that a lot of the public records requests, as you can see, are mainly the building permits, which has
that's
no,
what I'm thinking.
that's pretty much self-explanatory, and community development is excellent in responding to those requests. The issue is like the big controversial one like this one. So we need to be very careful on those and make sure that there is actual timeline and such.
I'd like to read this one.
Well, that's good. Jolie's looped in though.
Oh, yeah,
because,
she,
I mean,
when I first got this
that's
public records request, I was like, oh no, I'm going to give this to Julie.
yeah.
Because once I learned that other cities were being hit with this, I was like, okay, there's something more to this.
Something afoot.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Other than that, is there any questions? I'm more than happy to answer with regards to any of the public records were requested. Other than that, you just
Shane,
need
did
to,
you have anything?
No, no, I'm good on this part.
Okay. All right. Let's open public comment. Anybody?
Will you sign this for me?
Of course. Oh wait, not if you leave early.
No, I just have to finish my notes. They didn't give me a time.
You should take an agenda with you.
Yeah.
Right?
you have it again right here.
They're right back there. Okay, no public comment except a
oh,
signature.
sir.
Oh, okay.
So let's
Might want
close
that.
public comment.
Thank you.
Okay, staff, do you have a recommendation for us?
Just receive report, that's all you have to do. And there's no action needed for this.
Okay. Everybody want to receive the report? Yes.
Yeah.
You received it?
Okay, future commission initiated agenda items.
That's up to you guys now.
Yep.
I have two. I think we talked one already, being the next generation of the open government ordinance training video. And then the second one of our responsibilities of the commission is to recommend changes to the ordinance to city council. So I'd like at least that review on the agenda for next time so we can talk about it. Talk about having a review and
So that's section 17 or something? Or,
yeah, chapter 7.
is that on the website too? I still haven't looked
I think it is, isn't it?
It's in our Bureau of Mid-City Code,
Yeah.
so
It's the code is
The
there.
code.
on
the code is
website.
always.
So you want us to review it?
Yeah, review it.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. All of us should know about it.
Yeah, we have to know,
Yeah.
definitely.
At least like a general understanding, because I think ultimately when we come back together, we could decide, hey, did we see some things in there that might, necessitate an ad hoc committee
Okay.
to maybe target some specific areas, but just to get it on the agenda so we can talk
My
about
only question on that is, should we just do it on our own, or is this something that you would require like somebody else guiding us through that, like a city attorney or someone? Do they help us out with these things? Because it's going to be a big document, I'm assuming. That's it. But is it legalese? It's legal language in there? There's nothing.
It's actually pretty
Simple,
straightforward.
straightforward.
Yeah.
So we don't need, and we can just review it and see what we want to make changes on. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you have trouble with it, we'll have either Bryce or Jimmy here, or the new interim.
Okay, yeah, no, so what you're suggesting is we review and come here and discuss if you have any
Be ready to-
questions or
yeah.
want to add something to it.
Right, right.
See, that's what I'm thinking. I'm looking at, this is my second meeting. I'm just looking, both the times, all we had to do was just review the public records request, right? Which is already an action that has taken place. It comes to the city. So I'm still wondering what our roles would be. So that would be a good place to start.
Yeah, and the one thing I would just want to add caveat is that in the case of someone were to appeal their, their response to the public records request, basically there's a process where they ask the city administrator to, they appeal to the city administrator saying like, I think that there are more public records, please provide more records requests. And if that's case denied, then that person goes to the Open Government Commission
I
to
see.
make the formal appeal. And
Okay,
this
so
is the body that listens to the appeal of someone who's not half satisfied with the response to the public records request.
Okay,
So
good.
that's the other thing, but there was only, I think, one time that has happened here.
Okay.
I think that's true.
And it basically came down, like they said, it's not a public record. And so the applicant appealed saying, no, the public should, and it ultimately, yeah, no.
It went, okay.
Yeah. So that's the other action, but rarely do we have had it in a while, so. But, so the thing is, with regards to the discussion of the next version of the Open Government Ordinance training video, you want to have that agendized again. I think that would have been agendized anyway because it's still a part of the unfinished business already.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's still going to be part of it. The part about the review of the changes to the Open Government Ordinance, that can be a discussion. We just need to see majority approval. So is there one?
So we need a motion?
Just no.
Oh, thumbs up, yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, Bryce, just make sure you know about that.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay, do you have anything that you want to add to the next agenda?
No, I think that's a good addition. I'm still trying to gauge
I understand.
where I am with this, right, or where we are as to what our roles really should be.
Mm-hmm.
Because the agenda, obviously, like you said, this is the one, and then if there's an appeal, you will get that. But I also thought the role of the commission is also to look at and make suggestions to how departments are run and things like that, right? Is that something, or that's administrative?
That's
That's
administrative.
administrative.
Yeah, that's administrative. Okay.
What you can do is how they can respond to the public records, but that's
So it's limited to the public records.
Correct.
Everything is surrounding to that. Okay.
Yes.
Well, and also like what we tackled last year as far as
Oh, the
hybrid
hybrid
public
meetings.
meetings.
Right.
Yeah, I heard you say
Yeah.
that. Okay.
So that's something because that's in your purview of
Purview.
discussion. Yeah. So you remember all commissions that are created by the council has a very strict purview of what they can and cannot do.
Cannot, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what the Open Government Commission is basically to review the Public Records Act. They're there to review any appeals that are received, and also make any recommendations or suggestions to things that are under purview, like the Open Government Ordinance is something that is in your purview to do.
Okay, we're not going to add anything else. Then city administrators update.
Yes, so same for Jimmy. We have two items. The first, just wanted to bring your attention, if you haven't seen it already, yesterday you should have received an email from Rochelle Bedell, our communication engagement coordinator or manager, regarding our justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion training. And so we are encouraging, you're not required, but we highly encourage you to attend if you can. There's a link on the email to select, and the cutoff date is February 14th, which is right around the corner. So we highly encourage you to attend that. Yeah.
Also, you're saying that we all got an email?
Yeah. Do you have access to your city email?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
No,
On the city
it's
email.
normally will be sent to your city email.
City.
So we look into that, and if you want, feel free to sign in there, and if there's any challenges or questions, you're free to email back to Rochelle or let one of us know. We'll try to address those
Is that
questions.
like an online training, or you have to be here?
I think-
physically?
It's a physical location,
It's in
physical
person.
training at this point, yeah.
And there's two, part A and part B. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you select one from each, and there's different times, so morning, afternoon, evenings, yeah, and it's kind of scattered throughout, so. Excellent. And the other one, all the other commissions have started recording video of their meetings, and so those are being posted to the city's website as we can, so you start seeing those.
Kudos.
That's great.
Yeah.
So that's completes the update.
Although a warning would have been good. Gosh, man.
We were the guinea pigs.
I know.
So once the test was good, and I notified Jimmy that I think we're ready to deploy this, he said, let's just go with it.
We have accomplished so much with you being the city clerk. I have to say, I have appreciated it
So thank you.
every moment. Okay, Bryce, anything else?
No, that's it, thank you.
All right. So shall we adjourn at 6:32?